What have we gotten ourselves into?
Did you see how
I didn't realize I would have had to bring overnight backpacking gear.
What in the world? Look at this line. Dan, how you doing?
So far, I'm not in a terrible mood yet, but didn't realize that, there was going to be 50,000 people coming up.
Dan and Amy and I have come to wait in a very long line here in Simi Valley for the 50th anniversary cast reunion of Little House on the Prairie. And we're gonna share it all with you. I can't believe this line. I can't believe how many people are here. There are tons of people here. Almost everybody who's still alive from Little House on the Prairie is here. We're gonna hear some talks,
I flew down here for this.
see some sights.
I'm not flying down here anymore.
We met a couple from North Carolina. They came from North Carolina. Here we
I'm
go.
not flying down here anymore.
Let's do it. We found the end of the line.
This is the end of the line.
How long is it going to take us to get in?
you guys you have tickets?
We do.
Yeah, we do.
What do you
I'm
think?
gonna say approximately 1 to 1.5 hours.
Well, we're all ready for a comfortable day, but we're still in line. Still in line. It's going to take a while. We're moving. We're moving. We're almost through the line. We've been in line for about an hour. As the porta potty goes by, this is the main stage tent area. We're almost in. Almost in. And just like that, we are in to the festival grounds. Of course, the main attraction's right over here. We made it in the tent. They had a little break. Dan wants to wait for Laura. That's in about 2.5 hours.
I'll sit here all day.
So about halfway through that line, they figured out how to do security. That's good, because the line's almost done. And now I'm in line for the toilet. So of course there's a lot of prairie bounders out here today. There's craft vendor people. I think over here is cast photos and meet and greets. This is the line for cast member autographs. And here's the line for the interior sets. There's food trucks over there. A VIP lounge over here for the folks going up to the tour of Big Sky Ranch where the actual filming was done. A lot of bonnets, a lot of long dresses, and a lot of food. And they're actually showing episodes of the show here at the Walnut Grove Picture Show. We're just two cool dudes at the Little House on the Prairie Festival. And Amy.
You will do that on stage, right? And he's like, yeah. And then when we were backstage just now, I was like, remember, I'm gonna ask you to sing. And he said, yeah. So Victor, take it away.
All right. Stepping up to the front. Old Dad Tucker was a fine old man, washed his face in a frying pan, combed his hair with a wagon wheel, ride with a toothache in his heel. Now away for old Dad Tucker, it's too late to get his supper. Supper's over, this is washed, nothing left but a piece of squaw.
Dan, next panel is Melissa Gilbert. How you feeling?
Good. Pretty good, close. Really close. Good Lord.
Yeah, she's gonna be right up there. Don't run up to her.
She's not coming. Please welcome to the stage moderator Chris Chaika, Half Pint Melissa Gilbert.
welcome.
I've been verklempt all day, and now I'm again verklempt. Thank you guys so much. Listen, before we start, I just want to tell you something. Just don't tell anyone. It's between us. My brother is here.
How did you land this gig?
Oh,
Just
just blind luck.
Blind luck.
No. Well, that for sure. I auditioned. They, were looking all across the land for every little girl imaginable, and I had been acting for many years at that point. I started when I was 2. This was when I was 9, and the books meant a lot to my mom, and so she said, "Well, let's give it a shot. And we'll see what happens." She actually really kind of knew that it would happen. It's weird, when we were on the ranch, when we were outside, there was no buzz from electrical wires or phone wires. It's silent. That was the first thing I noticed. The smell of the fake gas campfire, I remember. The bee smoke, first smoke, I remember that smell. Dinty Moore's beef stew, extremely evocative. The taste and the smell. What else?
Taste, feel.
Feel hot and sweaty or freezing cold, because we were always shooting summer and winter and winter and summer. And if you know Simi Valley, she's no shrinking violet out here. She gets warm, and so it would get a little toasty. Although I never fainted.
I know some other people fainted.
2 people fainted. Allison fainted, Natch, and Sean Penn fainted.
Sean Penn fainted.
That's right, I am tougher than Sean Penn. Michael Landon. That's it.
What would he think of this? What would he think of this weekend?
Oh,
What
I
did he know?
just keep thinking about him. He would be so blown away that this is his legacy. It would really, he'd be so proud. I don't think any of us stepped into this thinking this is where we'd be 50 years later. He would have loved this.
As he should.
Yeah. Mrs. Olsen! Mrs. Olsen, up here! Nellie, your mother wants you. You're such a good friend, Nellie. We got to the set the first day, and Mike said, "Oh, now there's 2 Melissas. Her nickname is Missy. Do you have a nickname?" And I said, "I don't have a nickname." He said, "Well, do you want a nickname?" And I said, "Yes. Call me Moisha." And he looked at me
Perfectly
like,
good name.
he looked at me and he said, "That's an old Jewish man's name. Where did you hear that?" And I said, "I don't know, but it's really kind of cool." And he said, "No, we're calling you Half Pint." And that was it.
And that was it.
That was it. The whole cast, they all call me Half Pint still. Except for the kids who were younger than me.
Boy, at the end of the last farewell, Dabbs Greer, Reverend Olsen, said, "Walnut Grove did not die in vain." Look at this. It sure didn't. Thank you all very much.
High five! That was awesome. High five! Almost time for Nellie.
Come to the stage, Mr. Chris Chaika and Allison Armberg.
It is like being a rock star because you guys get it. We used to say when we were doing the show, people in New York and LA were like Little House on the What, and the entire rest of the country were like this. They got it. Poor Ingalls was a search for Scarlett O'Hara for 8-year-olds. Everybody read for Laura. So they make the pilot, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. Oh, those girls are good. Went on with my life, ignored everything. Hadn't read the books, no clue, no clue. And then I get a call to come to Paramount Studios and read for Little House on the Prairie. And I said, but I did that. No, how many people are on this thing? So my dad and I get down there. I don't know there's a Nellie Olsen. I don't know anything. And they hand me these pages. And when you're a kid, you have these auditions where you play nice children. Yes, mother. No, but I get these sides and I'm reading them. I'm like, oh my God. I turned to my father and went, this is not normal. It's not a normal part. He said, what do you mean? I said, this girl's a total bitch. And my father's like, wait, what? And I read it for him and he starts laughing so hard. He says, don't rehearse it. Put the pages face down. Don't look at them again. Don't do anything. Don't move. Don't breathe. You read it like that. And I go in and there's Michael Landon and the other producers. And they say, go ahead. And I go, okay. And I mean, it's like the entire Country Girls episode.
Country Girls.
It's like everything. It's I don't think the Country Girls have a penny. What do you think? It's all in there. And of course, my home is the best home in all of Oregon Crow. I do this, and they start laughing so hard, they lose their minds. And then Michael Landon says, could you do it again, please? And I trained little actress. I go, yes, what would you like me to change? And he says, nothing, just read the thing about the house again. They wanted to see if it was a fluke, you know? And so again, I go, yeah, we have real lace curtains on all the windows and 6 genuine oil paintings. And I do that, and it's the dishes, you know, one set for when someone very special comes to visit, which we have never even used yet. Killed it. By the time we got home, which was like 30 minutes, the agent was on the phone that I had been hired, a deal had been made, I had the wardrobe fitting, was Tuesday. They hired me immediately. Catherine McGregor, who, as I said earlier this morning, I said, if she saw you all here, she would say, it's Friday, what are you all doing here? Don't you have jobs? She was amazing. She wasn't mean like Mrs. Olsen, but she was crazy like Mrs. Olsen. She drove like 80, 90 miles an hour, get pulled over by the police on the way to work, and argue with them, like carrying. She took in stray people and animals, and was the sweetest person. But then I would meet people who lived in her condominium complex, and they'd be like, I live in your mother's building. Because she ran the condo meetings, like the Grange meetings on the Prairie. Your glasses on her nose. Someone has too many potted plants on the balcony. She was a total busybody. She's in everybody's business, like Mrs. Olsen. But so she took us kids to the movies, like me and Jonathan and Melissa, but like totally inappropriate, like young.
Jaws, didn't she take you to see Jaws?
She took us to see Young Frankenstein, because that's what you take small children to see. Yeah, and then she wouldn't let us buy any candy or popcorn. It's terrible. I brought candy from the health food store. You'll eat this. Kid, I was absolutely jeans, high-top Converse sneakers, and a t-shirt. So suddenly I'm in puff sleeve dresses with lace and Mary Jane slippers, and I'm like, what is even happening? I had a friend come to the set and say, this is the longest I've ever seen you wear a dress. I didn't ask to be taught. I didn't ask for this restaurant. You're short. Why don't you make a shortcake? How about some short ribs? Oh, do we need any shortening? You really ought to write a book, Shortcuts to Cooking. No, I wouldn't like to try again. I hate this place, and I hate cooking, and I hate short people. My mother gave me this place so I could get a husband. Did you know that? Well, I don't want a husband, and I don't want to look at this place, and I don't want to learn how to separate eggs.
Bravo!
Panels were awesome. We got to see some great panels. If you ever have the opportunity to go to a Little House fan event with the cast, they're awesome. Really good. We're waiting in a whole other line to see interior sets. We're in an exhibit hall where they've built the interior sets. They've got costumes on display and all kinds of stuff. Photo op over there. All right, Dan, going in there. All right, now, here we go. Look, there's Nellie's dress. There's a Doc Baker's outfit right there. Okay, they've got the interior set all built. Look at the fiddle. What's the CI? Oh, CI. What's that? Charles Ingalls, Carolyn Ingalls on the hearth there. So cool. Okay, spinning wheel over here. The gun is there up above the fireplace. Powder horn over there. Bonnets by the door. So cool. One of the actual cameras used in production. And we're stepping into Olsen's Mercantile. It's Olsen's Mercantile, and you get a pick right behind the counter. Dan, churn that butter. Churn that butter. Oh yeah. Toys and jewelry here on the counter. Fabrics. All the things you need at Olsen's Mercantile. What?
Oh, it's gone. There
Here
we
we
go.
are. Oh my goodness. And would you like some rock candy? It's the Mercantile. Eggs.
This is Laura's dress. Carrie.
Oh yeah.
Manly's back there.
Manly. Oh yeah. Look, there you go.
Mary is right here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Some memorabilia. There's Little House on the Prairie, the game. Little House on the Prairie, the puzzle. Little House on the Prairie stickers. Oh, and look at that lunchbox and thermos, Amy. Picking out a thermos for you. She's touching the front door. All right, that's it.
Wait, I'm gonna leave that there.
All right, look, we're in the schoolhouse. We're in the schoolhouse for fun pick. Look, it's Amy as Miss Beadle. Miss Beadle, yes. And look over here, look in the back. What episode was this in?
They just gave it to him to wait around on the set.
Okay, so that's the exhibit hall. Lots of cool stuff in here. Now we're gonna go see if we can meet people. I don't know, the line's pretty long, but we'll see. Let's go. Oh, and here's all the folks. Jonathan Gilbert, everybody. Jonathan Gilbert. Melissa Gilbert's brother. Also played Willie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, we're in the exhibit hall. We're not supposed to take pictures of the people, right? So, but they're all over the place. But you got to pay for a picture. But we're right behind German in Venice.
Not really. I'm the German in Simi Valley today. 50-year anniversary for the Little House on the Prairie. It's absolutely incredible. We're having a good time here. Where are you at if you're not here?
I know.
You're missing it.
Missing it.
You're missing
Totally.
it.
All right, well, watch his channel, German in Venice. You're doing a video today, right?
I'm doing a video. It's going to be out maybe on Monday.
All right, so
You have a channel too?
yes, it's called Whitbits. So the 25 people that are watching this, we're gonna go check.
Hey, you better subscribe to this guy, okay? Because he needs you. So don't just watch the video, subscribe, all right?
Thank you so much. Okay, Dan, get in there.
Okay.
We're getting Dan's thing sign. All right, are we ready? All right. Thank you. That's it for the Little House Festival. It was fun, but what did we learn today?
Get here early.
Earlier that I should have planned the event better and I would have done a better job.
We learned that there's a lot of Little House fans, like a lot of people that love
Thousands.
Little House on the Prairie. But
People from all over the country and even some from Poland.
somebody from Poland here today. We meted, we greeted, we saw some of the stuff, but not half of the stuff actually. The panels were great. We got to get an autograph from Nellie Olsen.
I was like that far away from Melissa Gilbert.
It was
Laura
amazing.
Ingalls.
It was a lot of fun.
Dean
So-
Butler was right there.
Dean Butler, Manly.
Manly.
There he was.
Alonzo.
So, from the beautiful Simi Valley with the beautiful mountains behind us, it's time to say, show the cast! No, that's not what we say. What do we say? We say, show the cats!